No one in Umudike had ever seen her child in the sun. Not once, not even by mistake. And the one person who tried never slept peacefully again. Umudike was not a big village. It was the kind of place where nothing hides for long. If someone coughs at midnight, 3 houses away, someone will ask why. If a child cries too much, before evening, elders will gather. So when Ifeoma gave birth, and no one saw her baby in daylight, people noticed. At first, they didn't speak loudly about it. They only whispered. At the stream, at the market, under the mango tree where old men sat. Have you seen the child? No. Not even once? Never. Days passed, then weeks, then 1 full month. Still, nothing. Only one thing remained constant. Every night, Ifeoma would come out, always after sunset, always carrying the baby, always wrapped, too wrapped, even when the night was hot and still, when even elders used fans. That child remained covered, tight, like she was hiding something. Ifeoma was not from Umudike. She arrived one Harmattan evening. Dust in the air, cold wind, silence. She came alone, carrying only a small bag and a pregnancy that was already showing. People asked her questions. Where is your husband? Where are your people? She would smile, small and tired. They are far, she would say. Nobody pushed too much. Village people respect silence, but they don't forget it. She rented a small hut at the edge of the village, close to the bush, far from noise. And that was where she stayed. Quiet, always quiet, until the night she gave birth. There was no midwife, no herbs boiling outside, no women gathered, just one long night. And then, silence. Too much silence. The next morning, people expected to hear a baby cry. They waited. Morning passed. Afternoon passed. Evening came. Nothing. It was not until deep into the night that the sound came. A cry. But not the kind that makes you smile. Not the kind that makes women say, "Ah, a strong child." No. This one made people sit up in their beds. It was slow, heavy, like each cry was being dragged out of something, tired, old. Mama Nkam later said, that was not the cry of something new in this world. After that night, things became stranger. The baby never cried during the day. Never. Even when the sun was harsh. Even when goats screamed outside. Even when children ran past the hut shouting. Nothing. But at night, sometimes, the cry would come again. And each time, it sounded less like a baby and more like something trying to remember how to be one. Dogs stopped passing that side of the village. If they reached that road, they would stop, whine, and turn back. Children were warned, don't go near that house. But you know children, warning is invitation. They tried, but every time they got close, they would feel it, that strange cold, even in hot weather, and they would run back home without looking behind. One evening at the stream, the women gathered, voices low, faces serious. Mama Nkem spoke first. I passed her house 2 nights ago, she said, and I heard that child talking. The other women laughed nervously. Talking at this age? Mama Nkem shook her head slowly. Not like a child learning to speak. She paused, then whispered, like someone who already knows how. Silence fell. One woman muttered, this is not good. Another said, we should call the elders. But nobody moved, because deep down, nobody wanted to be the one to knock on Ifeoma's door. Only one person refused to be afraid. Amaka. Young, sharp-tongued, always questioning everything. People like to exaggerate, she said one afternoon. It's just a woman and her child. But even as she said it, she noticed things. The silence during the day. The way Ifeoma avoided eye contact. The way she held the baby too tight, like she was afraid someone might touch it or see it. And that curiosity started growing. One evening, as the sun was going down, Amaka walked straight to Ifeoma's hut. Ifeoma was just stepping out, baby in her arms, wrapped as always. "Good evening," Amaka said. Ifeoma nodded. "Evening." Amaka smiled awkwardly. "Ah, why? Are we not neighbors?" "No," Ifeoma repeated. This time, her voice was firm. Amaka frowned. "What are you hiding?" Silence. Then Ifeoma spoke quietly. "I am not hiding anything." "Then show me." "No." Amaka's voice rose a little. "People are talking, you know that, right?" Ifeoma's eyes changed. Fear. Real fear. "Let them talk," she said. Amaka leaned closer. "Or are you right?" Silence again. Then Ifeoma whispered, "If you want peace, leave me alone." That was the moment Amaka knew. Something was wrong. Very wrong. That same night, Amaka couldn't sleep. Every small sound felt louder. Every shadow felt closer. Then she had it. The cry. That same heavy cry from Ifeoma's hut. She sat up, her heart pounding. "This is my chance," she said. She stepped outside quietly. The night was still. Too still. She moved slowly, carefully, until she reached the hut. The door was slightly open, just a little. Enough. She slipped inside. The hut smelt strange. Not rotten, not fresh, just wrong. Like something that didn't belong there. Then she heard breathing. Heavy, slow. She followed it to a small wooden basket, covered. Her hands shook. "Just a baby," she whispered to herself. "Just a baby." She pulled the cloth away, and her world changed. The thing inside looked at her. Its body was small, yes, but its face looked tired, old, like it had lived too long. Its eyes opened slowly, dark, deep, and then it smiled, a slow, knowing smile. "You came," it said. Clear, not a baby's voice, not at all. Amaka screamed and stumbled back. "What are you?" The thing sat up, bones cracking softly. "I am what she made me," it replied. The door burst open. Ifeoma rushed in, her face full of panic. "Amaka!" Amaka pointed, shaking. This is your child?" Ifeoma fell to her knees, crying. "Yes." "No, that is not a child." "I know," she screamed. Silence filled the hut. Amaka's voice dropped. "Then why? Why keep it?" Ifeoma looked at the creature, tears falling endlessly. "Because," she whispered, "it still calls me mother." The creature turned its head slowly, smiling again. "Mother," it said softly. Amaka felt her legs weaken. "This thing will destroy you." Ifeoma nodded. "I know." "Then let it go." Ifeoma shook her head, crying harder. "Do you know what it means to finally be called something good?" Silence. Painful. Heavy. "No one ever called me anything but useless," she continued. "But this one," she looked at the creature, "this one calls me mother." The next day, Amaka packed her things. She didn't wait. She didn't tell anyone the truth. She only said, "Stay away from that house."
Days passed, then 1 week, then 2. Nobody saw Ifeoma again. No night walks, no crying, nothing. Finally, the men gathered courage. They broke the door. Inside, nothing. No woman, no child, just deep claw marks on the walls, and the roof slightly broken as if something had left. Till today, when the sun is too hot and the village is quiet, some people hear it. From the forest, a soft voice, not young, not old, just wrong, calling gently, Mother. If you were Amaka, would you have opened that basket or walked away? Tell me in the comments.